Well, holy crap. I'm about to talk about the Loki series. I was originally going to talk about it when the series was over, but I just got done watching episode 4. Holy crap. I don't even know how to start this. So, let me just start off. And I know I'm in the dark. I like being in the dark, and it's, just, I don't have to explain. First episode, so this video is basically gonna be me talking about episode 4, and, but I'm gonna go backwards. I was gonna talk about the show when it was over, but, yeah, this episode really has compelled me to talk about it. So episode 4 of Loki starts off really good. I've loved the series so far. Episode 3 was the most boring, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. But episode 4 starts off, and this is spoilers, by the way. When I'm talking about series or anything, I might as well just talk about spoilers. And yeah, this is going to be no different. But the first episode starts off with Lady Loki, young Lady Loki, going off to the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, and she gets kidnapped by them, taken from her reality or her timeline, and then taken to the TVA, and she sees other people getting zapped by TVA, dying, and so yeah, but then she escapes very suddenly, just takes one of their, I think it's called a tempad, and then just goes through time, and then finds apocalypses to hide in, and then she does that basically for the rest of her life. Yeah, very quick the way she escaped and did all that, but it's a nitpick at this point. But yeah, this episode goes on really, really fast, and the reason I want to talk about the show is this episode had me at one point in the show what they made a decision. And then once that happened in the show, I was like, F you, no. This show is not, I'm not gonna watch the next 2 episodes. I am. But, I'm not gonna enjoy it. Okay. Let me just skip on to that part, because everything else in the show is clever banter between Loki and Owen Wilson, who is Mobius. And, Jesus Christ. As soon as they entered with the this place where they met the timekeepers, and turns out that when Lady Loki threw her sword at one of the heads of the timekeepers, it cut it off. But they found out that it was an android, and there were androids up there. So who created the TVA, or who created time and everyone in it? Who knows? Still a mystery. But the girl who Owen Wilson was talking to, I don't remember her name, and I knew she wasn't dead, and because Lady Loki just knocked her out, or Sylvie as she's called in the show. Sylvie knocked her out, and I knew she wasn't dead, and I feared this happening in the show. Like in this episode, I had a thought: if they do this and I was thinking it's way too early to do this. It's not the end of the show yet. There's still 2 more episodes, but I was thinking if they do this, I'm not going to be on board for it. Because they killed Loki. At the end of this episode, they killed Loki. And as soon as they did that, I was pissed off. Got up from my chair and I was like, what the hell did they just do to one of my favorite characters / villains, anti-heroes of all time? But there's a post-credit scene to explain that. So, yeah, in the post-credit scene, Loki is found, so it showed that he wasn't dead. He's found in this place where there's all these other Lokis. And there was like, am I in hell? And the other Loki said, no, or come with us if you don't want to die, or something like that. But as soon as that scene happened, at the post-credit scene, I was like, oh, thank God, because this show would have been a lot less interesting. I like Lady Loki, or Sylvie. I like Sylvie in the show, but there hasn't been enough backstory to her. You had a glimpse of it in the 3rd episode, but and the 3rd episode was basically it was boring because they went to the Lamentus 1, Lamentus 1, to one of their tempads broken and it ends up being destroyed, later on in the episode, and then they're on this train to go to this ship that have to take off because an apocalyptic event is about to happen. This moon is about to crash into the planet, and shit's about to get destroyed. And so they have to leave, but then there's the ship that they're supposed to get to just gets destroyed anyway. And so at the beginning of the 4th episode, or after the little lady Loki scene when she was young, after that, it goes on to where the Time Variance Authority now captures Sylvie and Loki. And yeah, I really love this show, and I'm glad they didn't kill Loki off. Apparently, when you get zapped by one of those fire sticks or whatever it's called, that just sends you to a place. So apparently Owen Wilson's not dead, because the same thing happened to Owen Wilson earlier in the episode when he starts figuring out maybe the TVA aren't what I thought they were. And yeah, so basically everybody in the TVA is not, they weren't created by the Timekeepers. Or maybe they were, everybody who works at the TVA is a variant. And yeah, it's very intriguing. This show is one of my most anticipated shows of any Marvel work that has been coming out. I enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision, but nothing has piqued my interest more than this Loki show has. And it's freaking amazing so far. I love Loki. And yeah, it's so good. I'm about to talk about episodes 2 and 1 next. Since I'm going backwards, I might as well. So episode 1 and 2 of Loki was just, it was mostly this banter between Owen Wilson's character of Mobius and Loki. And I love that, because they're all having, it's like a battle of wits between the two. And Loki is, in the first episode, showing his, what happens in the future. And how he dies at the hands of Thanos around his neck. And I really loved what they're doing with the character of Loki. About how they have to turn him from how evil he was, because it's right off when Loki starts, right off what happens in Endgame with Loki gets the Space Stone and then teleports off. The show starts off from right there, and I really love what they do with Loki from there. They have to get him into kind of like a sympathetic character for us to feel with and vibe with, and they really do a good job at that. And then at the end of episode 1 of Loki, at the end it shows this hooded person, and it's another Loki, as is said in the first one, but you don't know who it is or who it might be. I knew that they were going in for a female Loki in the show, and yeah, I like that they added Sylvie to the show, and it's very good contrast of Loki and then having Sylvie in there, even though we haven't had much of the backstory of Sylvie. But I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it, and I look forward to see where it goes with the. There's only 2 episodes left, so I'm really looking forward to see what happens, because where Loki is now in the show, I really want to see what happens next. And I hate that Disney's doing the thing where you gotta wait a week to watch it, but it builds anticipation. But yeah, watch this episode of Loki with the 4th episode. It gives me anxiety. And now that I'm reviewing the series right now, I'm going to have to talk about the next 2 episodes. So doing this video, and I kind of wanted to, so that it would force me to make another video about the next 2 episodes. I was just going to make one video talking about the entire series, but this is the episode that compelled me to do it, because I was I was hot off the tip of watching it. Okay, that was dirty. If taken the wrong way, Jesus. But yeah, God. But yeah, I've really enjoyed Loki series so far. I'm not gonna rate it yet until I'm gonna rate it in my next video reviewing the 2, unless the 5th episode compels me to talk about it then, or yeah, I'll be talking about it then. But yeah, I may not even edit this video at all. I might just do it and then put it out there, because I don't think I screwed up that much. Yeah, this episode of Loki had me, it pissed me off, but then it brought my hope back. I'd lost hope in the show, but then it gave me back with the post-credit scene. And no show has ever done that to me, where it turned me off so quick and then put me back on in within the same 5-minute span. And yeah, I was going through a lot of emotions. But yeah, I do like where Marvel's going in terms of how crazy they're getting, because Marvel with the Loki series is with time travel and everything, and they've expanded the universe full scale, and I really love what they're doing with it. It's really cool. And yeah, there's probably a multitude of things that I miss with talking about Loki. And oh, one more thing I might as well put in here. The trailer showed that there's a little glimpse, if you look hard enough, that Black Widow is going to be in it. And with Black Widow movie coming out, I think it's been out, saw a review of it today, and I might see it and review that. I'm probably not going to review that. That's not probably something that I would want to talk about. And I'm surprised Loki is the Marvel or what's getting me to talk about Marvel, because I kind of wanted to review Falcon and the Winter Soldier in WandaVision, but I just never did. So I probably won't. Probably will at some point if I'm compelled to. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. But yeah, I really I like that I like that I'm talking about Loki, because this show has been one of my favorite works that Marvel has ever done. It might be way up there on my Marvel tier list of, yeah. And so yeah, I'm just rambling on at this point now, so I'm gonna end this video here. If you like what I talk about, if you like me, not many people do, but if you like me, subscribe, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. Am I doing this YouTube thing right? Am I just another up human being? I'm gonna have to censor myself now, because I don't like when I cuss in a video and then post it out there, because it's kind of like I don't know. But hey, this is me, and I gotta put myself out there. And if I gotta put myself out there, I gotta put all of me. So, enough of that ramble. So, bye. Catch you later in the next video. So, yeah. Goodbye.